What's going on YouTube? ObiRoseKenobi here, and we are going to continue with our playthrough of Chapter 3, the good old slummity slums of Midgar. Last we left off, this dude right here was talking mad trash to us. We come by a sword for him, we saved the shop, all that other good stuff. Let's go ahead, let's take on some side missions right now, get these out the way, and let's go from there. Alright, so let's go ahead, let's run out here. He just opened up shop, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk to Wormer first, which is really awesome.
Hey there, Tifa. You need a helping hand?
Do you need a helping hand?
I wanted to introduce you to an old friend of mine. This is Cloud. He's a merc.
You don't say. Well, we're always on the lookout for experienced fighters to help us deal with the bigger critters.
I'll take on anything. For the right price, that is.
Experienced and cocky, huh? If it's a challenge you want, I might have a few good ones. Your clients can fill you in on the details. Prove yourself at these jobs, and I'll see if I can't find you some more.
Thanks.
Alright, now we get some quest jobs, and we're actually going to go ahead, we're going to take on a side quest before we move forward.
Physical analysis.
We're going to deal with this little weird crap.
Weapon,
this dude is really weird.
And impressive lung
I mean, he's cool,
perfectly balanced muscle,
but he's
and
weird.
Bone structure. An optimal candidate.
His name is
My
Chadley.
name is Chadley. I'm an intern for Shinra's Research and Development Division. I hope you'll be interested in helping me with my research.
I mean, how does that monocle
Please
work
accept
on
this
his
as a down
eye?
payment. I would like you to set that assess materia in your equipment and use it to gather intelligence in battle. This data will help me to develop new types of materia.
I'm not interested in working for Shinra.
You should know that I work actively to undermine Shinra's efforts. I'm sure you of all people can appreciate the tremendous power of materia, as well as how it might be wielded against your corporate enemies. And if you later decide that I am not worthy of your trust, you can do what you do best.
I will hold you to that.
Excellent! Then we shall work together so long as you deem fit. Once you've completed your task, please return and report to me.
Okay, now this is actually really cool. Chadley, our good weird monocle wearing friend here, actually gives us something that's really cool. He gave us the assess materia. So what we're gonna first do
Please set the orb of assess
is we're
materia
gonna set
to your
that
equipment and use
in
it to gather
our battle sword. We're gonna do that right now. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to materia and equipment, and we're actually gonna go to Cloud, and we're gonna look at the bronze bangle. The iron bangle actually has a slot. So I'm just going to go ahead and set the assess materia right here, which is really awesome. So what we're going to do with this is whenever we build up that ATB gauge, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to assess, you know, the enemies that we're fighting. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and let's see what quests we have on the map. We have one. We have a rat problem quest, and we have lost friends quest. Let's go ahead and do the lost friends quest, as it's actually really easy. So you go ahead, hit square, we can track this, and what we're going to do is we are going to go help out our good friend. I do not know her name, but we're going to go help her find her little kitties. Betty.
Is Marlene with you?
No.
Oh, okay. I was kinda hoping she could help me find my friends.
I know someone who can help you. This guy right here.
Really? Okay, let me tell you all about them. They have long arms and legs, and they're a little skinny. They like places where there's food, and nice people will give them treats when they ask. And small spaces. Oh yeah, and they're all cats.
I'm looking for cats?
They're friendly, so if you call them, they'll come running. All three of them. Find my friends, please.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to find Betty's friends. It's actually really simple. So, first we're going to do is we're going to run around here. And I believe it's this way. And voila! We have one of Betty's cats. Clearly that cat doesn't like us. Next cat, we're gonna run over here. And we are going to run right up Tifa's bar. These allergies are killing me. There we go. Got that cat. And the next thing we're going to do, there is one more cat, but we have to find this nice little lady. I just gotta remember where she's at. So we're just gonna bump into that guy on accident. No, that's not her. Oh man. Nope, that's how we get to Wedge's house.
It's just me.
Wish I could
Sorry.
conversate with the little guy.
Oh,
Go backtrack. And there goes our good friend Betty. And where is this lady at?
Don't try anything funny or you'll get it.
Alright, let's see.
You were supposed to be.
Oh, here she is. So, from Betty, what you're gonna do,
is it just me? Market on a birthday date.
as you can see, Betty is over here. As you see Betty, you're gonna run from Betty, and you're gonna just take this straight down. And then you are going to turn left, and we're going to talk
Hey, what?
to this old lady.
I'm trying to get a cat to come out. It snatched one of my pastries and scurried
Call
in
her
there.
the Holly Berry.
Will you be a dear and lend me a hand?
Let's go in here. Look at all these little kitty cats. And let's get this cat right here.
This sucks.
Yeah, sure does.
Screw this.
Now we're going to return to Betty, which is actually really cool. You don't have to run back to her. When you complete the side quest, you can just return to the people who actually sent you on them. It's actually really awesome.
It's a live stream, right? What's a live stream? What? They ran away? So, I'm never gonna see them again? You guys! You came back! They said that a scary man was chasing them. Thank you!
That's awesome. So now we've done the Lost Friends.
That went well. Could be you found your calling.
Was alright, I guess.
Think of each job as an opportunity. Not to make money, but to build connections.
It's not what you know, but who.
You remembered.
Not a patient teacher.
Maybe not so patient next time.
Oh boy.
Oh, Barrett should have finished collecting his share of the money by now. So what do you want to do? Head back to the bar?
Okay, now instead of heading back to the bar, because we just did the Lost Friends quest, we're actually going to take on 2 more side quests for this episode. So let's go ahead.
I've been told the sewage smell's gotten
Let's come down here. About right where we saw this lady.
With the strange job.
And there goes the bar, as you can see, but we don't want to go to the bar. Not quite yet. And there's something going on. We don't actually want to do that either. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to come right up here. And we're going to talk to this guy.
Seems a whole bunch of giant rats have been congregating in the vacant lot. Non-stop squeaking's driving me insane.
Alright, then we're going to go ahead. We're going to open our map. And we are going to track the rat problem. Now that we're tracking the rat problem, we're also going to come over here and we're going to talk to this guy.
Hello, hello! Oh, what do we have here? I'm guessing you're that merc I've heard so much about. You're not here to shop, are you? People were right. You look like you can handle yourself. So some drakes have made themselves at home in the abandoned Talager factory. Can't have that kind of trouble around here. My regulars will do anything to get their hands on the scrap in there, and if they run into those drakes, they could get hurt.
I'll handle it.
Much obliged, sir. Head on over to the old Taliger factory and talk to Narjan. He's the watchman guarding the entrance. Good luck. I'm counting on you, my friend.
Alright, now that's really cool. We're going to go and we're going to do that too, the nuisance in the factory. But before we do, because we spoke to this guy about the rats in the vacant lot, we are going to come here, and this is where we're going to fight them, but not quite yet. We are going to open this, and we're going to get 3 grenades, and then we're going to pop back out, and we're going to go see Narjan, which is really cool. So we're going to run down here, and then we're going to run right past this crowd, and Tifa's going to try to get us over there.
Something's wrong. Let's check it out.
How about we don't, and we run over here. We don't want to do the main quest yet, but that is the main quest. If you want to go ahead and do the main quest, you can. There's nothing wrong with doing the main quest. And we are going to actually come right over here, and we're going to talk to this guy.
Factory's off limits. Drakes have been spotted inside. Huh? Wait a minute. Tifa? Don't tell me you're here to take care of those things. Are you? In that case, be my guest. We believe there's at least 2 groups lurking somewhere inside the factory. Find and cull them all.
Okay, now that we've done that, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to enter the factory, and we're going to talk a little bit of a battle strategy, which is really cool. Now, we already have the assess materia and plan it in. Now, before we enter here, what I like to do is I like to switch off. Well, first, let's go ahead. Let's go to battle settings, and let's go to Tifa, and let's set her spell. Let's set her Blizzard. Now, the reason we want to set her as Blizzard, because we're already working on Cloud with his fire. Now, what I like to do is I like to switch off between the characters. That way we can build both the Blizzard and the fire, and get it to Blizzara, and get it to, I don't know what the next one for fire is called. I'll jack it up if I try. But we want to go ahead and we want to upgrade these assess materials by switching on and off with them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to go ahead, we're going to chop up those Shinra boxes, get the movable metal, some other stuff. Don't worry, we will be getting this shortly, that materia. We're going to go ahead and do, we get the 2 antidotes. And we're going to run, I like to run through this door because it doesn't make a difference. We're going to run through that door. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to chop up these Shinra boxes. And we're about to come into our first fight. Now, as you can see, first and foremost, like I said, now that I got Cloud, I'm going to go to abilities, I'm going to go to assess, and it doesn't matter which one.
I got your number.
We're going to assess. Now, when you hit the assess button, sometimes in a fight you may panic and press another button. Don't press anything after you press the assess button. Just let this sit this way. That way you can, you know, assess whatever needs to be in the room simply by pushing the left thumbstick or the right thumbstick. That's all you got to do to remove the targets. Now, as you can see, this has been assessed. This weakness is going to be the Blizzard. So with that being said, we're going to back out. We're going to bounce over to Tifa, and we're just going to start banging stuff up. And now that Tifa's here, we're going to go ahead and we just do the Blizzard. And looks like one right here. Ready? If I can get over, there we go. So the Blizzard, he's pressured, knock them out, and they have both been defeated. Now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead, we're going to run down here. And we're not going to come this way yet. You know what? Let's actually go this way first. Why not?
This won't take long.
Here we go. Now, as you can see, we've already assessed the borders, so I'm just going to start fighting, and I'm going to go to spells, Blizzard. Ooh, and I'm bound. So with Tifa, we're going to go ahead and Blizzard and freeze that thing, and now that is off. Cool.
I got this.
Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to go back to Cloud. And once again, we're going to try to build up.
That's the way to do it.
And there we go. Now we're going to run over here, and we're going to press the triangle, or hold it. Let's go ahead and open this door. And we're going to come down here, and we are going to get this materia. Alright, now that we've gotten that materia, this is the cool thing. Remember the benches and the potions? This is that bench and this is the potion, or the vending machine. So you can buy things at the vending machine, obviously, items, Phoenix Down, antidotes, whatever it may be selling at that point in time, which is actually really cool. We're not going to buy anything here, however, we are going to sit at this bench, if I can get there. Bench, and we're going to press triangle, and we're going to sit down, and what we're going to do is we're going to rest. That way we don't have to use any potions to fill anything up, even though it's not really technically a big fight. But look, our HP and MP has been restored. And now that we have done that, we're going to hit these boxes. Use metal. We're going to come up here, and we are going to enter a fight. Not a big fight, just one. And here we go, the nuisance in the factory. So, once again, there we go. Now, abilities, and we're going to go right to assess, Lesser Drake. And like I said, don't push anything. Now, the weakness to Lesser Drake is the wind elements. The crazy thing is we don't have any wind materia yet. So, because we don't have any wind materia, and we actually don't have the steel materia, we're not going to try to steal anything off of this enemy. However, what we are going to do is we're going to switch back and forth between characters, Tifa and Cloud. We're going to try to build up, as I said, that those spells. So spells, Blizzard, the Lesser Drake, there we go. And we're just going to keep hitting it, and we're going to hit it again. Oh, and I just got jacked up. And there we go. And now I'm back on Cloud. And we're gonna go ahead, and we're actually gonna use this fire. And got Tifa. You can see. And I'm jumping in the air, but there's spells, fire, Lesser Drake, and then back to Tifa. And now Tifa's got something. There we go. Hit him with the cool off. If I can hit this thing, that would be great. There we go. And it can be a bit tedious switching between, but it's worth it's really worth it, because you're going to end up building that materia up, which is cool. And target has been eliminated.
There. That should be enough intel for the kid.
No, we're not going to return to Chadley, not yet. What we are going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to take that. We're going to go ahead, we're going to open this. Oh, no, we're not going to open that, I'm sorry. Ah. Alright, now we're going to turn around. And we're going to come down here. And here we go, another fight, which is cool. And we don't need to assess these, because we already have. And as these things, there we go. Where's the other one at? Oh, it's right in front of me. And we're gonna switch to Cloud. And I'm sure I completely missed that, but it's cool. Now we're gonna come back down here. And we're gonna turn left. And we are going to fight this other Drake. And like I said, because we've already assessed this, we don't need to reassess this one, which is so we are going to hit it with the fire, and then we are going to, whoa, we're going to get hit with some wind.
I'm waiting.
And there we go. And with Blizzard, And Cloud again. Hit it with fire. And this thing is done.
No surprises there.
Now Tifa's 11-11, and we're going to return to the scrap dealer, which is awesome. And now return to the scrap dealer. He's going to hook us up.
Those drakes in the factory, did ya? What a relief. I can't wait to give my regulars the good news. You're the real deal, all right. Keep it up, and I can see you going far as a merc in this town. I've worked with my fair share over the years, so believe me when I say that I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you're needed over at the Pillar. Apparently another flying bastard stirring up trouble. Bet you can't get enough of this, huh?
Well...
No, I get it. If you're good at something, might as well make it your living. May not know you, but I know a man who's found his calling when I see one. Keep at it. I switch out my stock every so often, so drop by when you're in the neighborhood, huh?
Alright, now that we've done that, we have another quest just flew in from the graveyard. And we can actually skip that quest for 1 second. We're going to go down here. And we are going to go right here and head into the item shop. And we're going to talk to this dude.
Hey there, Tifa. Welcome back. And you, the new merc in town looking for work, right?
Yeah.
In that case, maybe you could do something about the Doom Rats? Them and their were-rat buddies have been tearing up town, looking for food and whatnot. Got into the store and made one hell of a mess, let me tell you. Oh, you think that's funny, do you? Don't lie. I saw you crack a smile.
I saw you need a new haircut.
Do the job and you can laugh it up for all I care. Anyway, they're probably nesting in the outskirts. Now I've heard a were-rat in pain will call its friends for help.
Huh.
And the whole rat pack will come running just like that.
So, let's go ahead. Let's take out this rat problem. We're going to go ahead.
All the items you could want.
Going to run back over here, right near Tifa's bar. Oops. Went too far. Run right back up these steps. And we're going to come in here. We're about to fight us some were-rats. And let's go ahead. Boom. And once again, we're going to go ahead. Abilities. We're going to do the assess. Right on the were-rat. Don't push anything. You can see these are all were-rats. They're weak to... It looks like frost or snow or the blizzard. That's what it is. I couldn't get it out. I don't know why I couldn't get that word out to save my life. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to switch over to Tifa. And we're going to do a little juggle between Cloud and Tifa. So now we got Tifa. We're actually just going to hit blizzard. And we're going to switch over to Cloud. And now that Cloud has his, we're going to go to spells. And we're at C. And we're going to go back to Tifa. And since hers is already equipped, there we go. And we're going to switch back over to Cloud. It looks like these things are done.
I don't see any Doom Rats around.
So let's go ahead.
What do you think? Should we wait? You know, this might be a waste of time. Let's head back to the store and touch base for now.
Let's go talk to this guy.
Well, rats too much to handle? I'm just messing with you. Heard you took out some were-rats, which is nice and all, but the job was to wipe out the Doom Rats. No biggie. Get back out there and finish the job, and we're good. Don't look so glum. It's only a matter of time till they show. You'll get them this time for sure.
And now that we've done that, let's go ahead and go back.
All the items you could want. Straight.
Turn up the steps. Ooh, and there they go. Let's go ahead. Let's go take out these rats. So we're gonna go to our rat problem. And once again, right from the rip, abilities, assess, and we're going to assess the rats. and they are weak to blizzard, same as the other ones. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is the same thing we did the last time. We're gonna switch off.
Don't overdo it.
Right to Tifa. Ooh, his food.
Hang back.
Right to Cloud, and we're spells, blizzard, doesn't matter which one. And we're going to go to Tifa, and hers is already set. Ooh, I hit the wrong button.
I got this.
That's alright. And we're gonna go spells, blizzard, and Doomrat 8. Now he's pressured, he's staggered. And we're gonna do spells, blizzard, Doomrat 8 again.
Now's our chance.
Switch over to Tifa. And I obviously made that mistake and didn't switch over, but whatever. It's okay. Just make sure you're switching off, that way you can build up the material together. Now, it's probably not worth it to do, but if it gets there, I am so gonna do it. So,
Bring it! You're up!
Taking over. Shatter. Take the lead.
Let me handle it.
and the Doom Rats are done.
Keep those gloves up.
Sure thing,
Now we're
Coach.
gonna return to the item shop. Which is really awesome.
Straight from the blade.
And our rat problem is D-O-N-E done.
Finally managed to get those Doom Rats, huh? Thanks, guys. You're the greatest. Was so dead in here, I thought I might have to close up shop for good. Hey, got an idea. Hear me out. If the guy who took care of the town's rat problem told everybody where he liked to shop, well, what do you say? I'll make it worth your while, of course. Give you some incentive. Talk you up to Weimer and my customers, and anybody else who listens. You'll be swimming in work before you know it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay then, that's what I like to hear. Seventh Heaven, the new merc in town and my little store. I can see it now. We're gonna clean up.
Alright, let's see what he's got to sell. Mainly materia. Now he's got the healing, he's got the cleansing, he's got the fire, he's got the ice, and he's got the lightning. We have 2 fire, we have 2 ice. We probably should buy another lightning. He wants 500 for it, so I don't see why not. And the cleansing materia, we should go ahead and get that right away because we are going to need that eventually. So we are going to buy the cleansing, and we're actually going to buy the lightning, which is really good. Now the reason I'm buying this, you can probably pick this up later on in the game, but the reason I am buying this is because I want to try to get these upgraded as fast as possible. So now that the rat problem has been completed, let's go check out our weird friend Chadley real quick. Actually, before we go check out Chadley, let's see, how are we looking for time? Alright, looks like we're coming up on the 38-minute or the 30-minute mark. Yeah, let's go ahead, let's get to Chadley, and we will stop there, and then we will finish up with the side quests and the main missions on the next episode. So let's go ahead, let's turn around, and let's go find our weird, gullible, collectible friend. So let's see, Chadley, oh Chadley, where are you at?
Next item, all the friends of Precious.
I'm pretty sure I'm going the wrong way. To find Chadley. There he goes, right up there. Alright, so before we talk to him,
Need your help.
we're going to go ahead, we're going to talk to Chadley.
Cloud! You were the first to gather the data I requested. Here is the rest of your payment. I have developed new materia. Would you like to see it?
Of course. Alright, so Chadley's going to develop new material, which is really cool. He will give us special missions, which is really cool. We can ask Chadley to reset our weapon upgrades if we want. But I haven't reset, well, you'll see. Alright, so we have the assess materia and we have the auto cure materia. Now we don't need the auto cure materia. I'm not going to use that. It's really cool, but I am not going to use it, at least not right now. I will, however, purchase it because it's only 100. Don't know if it's going to change out. Don't know if it's going to cost more. And with that being said,
more materia in the future. Together, we can harness enough power to take down Shinra. I'll keep preparing more battle intel reports, which I hope
why do you have a handkerchief tied to your book bag, Chadley? Alright, so now we're going to finish this video right
I'll bet
here.
a lot of people are talking about you right now. There's this amazing merc who can handle anything.
Nothing I've done around here has been all that special, though.
Oh, so you want more of a challenge, huh?
Alright, so this is really cool. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we are actually going to end this video right here. And we're going to pick up right here on the next episode. I want to thank you guys for watching. This is ObiRoseKenobi signing off. Peace.